Most common mistake people make in the head and arm choke is that they try and use too much strength and they try and squeeze their opponent into submission. Position your body properly, get your head and arm in the right position, and pressure and time will take over. It shouldn't feel like you're trying to pop a watermelon. It should feel like you're holding a woman. When I'm here, if I start to squeeze Sean, a lot of times what happens is my whole body gets rigid. And when people do that, their head comes off the mat. If my head comes off the mat and Sean drives north, he may free his arm here. When people tend to squeeze here and they engage their upper body, their whole body becomes rigid. The head comes off the mat, the hips come off the mat, and they want to squeeze the life out of their opponent here. You have to get comfortable with taking the right hand out so that my shoulder gets low to the mat, my forehead gets low to the mat, my toes are live, and then the middle part of my body should be like a waterbed. And all I'm going to do is push off my right hand, spider walk up, and drop straight down in this position. If you don't get the sub at that point, the last detail will be to put your left hip in the left knee in his hip pocket and walk your feet away. Second common mistake here is that the person applying the choke throws their butt in the air. They think that as their ass goes in the air, they're driving weight down through their head into their opponent's shoulder to make the choke. But in reality, what you're doing is you're giving your buddy here a whole bunch of space with which to go back to another guard. Instead of laying low here and letting gravity take over, people get a little excited and they start squeezing and squeezing. And now Sean can easily bring his hooks in and start to make another guard here. Now I'm stuck in a spot where my arm's around his neck. He can make sweeps. He can make submission attempts from there. And in general, it just stinks.